Vancouver's Microsoft studio, The Coalition, was given an enormous task to take over the Gears of War franchise, and with Gears of War 4, they absolutely deliver. This is not only a great showing for them, but also a tremendous notch in the win category for Microsoft. They're having a fantastic fall. I loved Forza Horizon 3, and this game is absolutely ridiculously enjoyable as well. Gears of War 4 doesn't really deviate from the formula all that much. I think this was really a test of the team coming together for the very first time with this enormous property, with the enormous weight of expectation on their shoulders, and showing the world that they can deliver a top-of-the-line, just as fun as you remember it, Gears of War experience. Now, what they have done is they've introduced a bunch of new characters. Obviously, we're playing as JD Phoenix, Marcus Phoenix's son, and his buddies, Del and Kate. And we're introduced to this interesting family dynamic. I know that all of you have seen the trailers and stuff, so you know that Marcus Phoenix is in this game. And I really love that father-son dynamic in this thing. I wasn't expecting to laugh as much as I did in this thing, but every time Marcus Phoenix was freaking out over the DBs, the new robot enemies, destroying his tomato plants, I was busting out laughing. I just thought it was hilarious, and I was really taken aback by how much I got into the chatter of the game.
So, Dad, the COG is still after us, your truck just blew up, and the house is on fire. Is there a plan B?
Yeah, there's a plan B, but it's down in the cellar.
You know, a lot of the core kind of gameplay is based on familiarity, a little bit of repetition. It's obviously a cover shooter, so you're, locking to cover and doing some cool moves around cover and shooting at bad guys. You can actually leap over cover this time and grab them and knife them and kill them that way. Wow, it's fun. But I was really impressed by the chatter that was going on between these teammates that were facing impossible odds and constantly reminding each other that no, everything is not clear. We have a lot of enemies to deal with all the way along, and there's lots of great little beats and moments, and there's some heartfelt stuff in here as well. And visually, I mean, this is world-class entertainment, man. This is just a gorgeous experience. Apart from all of the HDR stuff that this thing has been touting for a long time, and all this incredible visual effects, these weather effects and all that stuff, the character definition and the faces and the facial tracking during the cut sequences, all of that stuff looks beautiful. The environments are so detailed and so rich. There's so many different avenues that you can cut down and so many different little objects that you just want to reach into your television set and grab. And all of this stuff looks incredible on a 1080p television, which is what I have. I haven't got a 4K dealie, so I don't know, I haven't played through this whole thing with HDR effects blasting in my face, but I imagine those lucky people out there that will be playing the game that way are going to have a tremendous time, because visually this is absolutely tremendous stuff. It reminded me a lot of my awe with Uncharted 4, and a complaint that I have about Gears, and I think I've had it before because these have all been pretty damn good looking games, is that they create such an incredible world for us. And yes, they give us this tremendous multiplayer experience as well, but sometimes I wish I could just, get out of my arenas and get out of my mazes that the designers have crafted for us and do a little more exploration. There are objects and things like that you uncover that kind of fill in the backstory, and I love the opening sequence as well. You get these playable story moments that kind of refamiliarize yourself with the Gears of War universe. I thought that was really smart from different vantage points as well. So you get a sense of the calamity and the colossal kind of conflicts that all these on Sera have had to deal with. And I also dug the fact that it's 25 years later from this sort of main Gears franchise. So, the technology has started to come back into the fray, and these DB robots are a perfect example of that.
First Minister Jin, you're looking magnetic.
Enough foolishness. You're coming with us.
And there are also some, beautiful, broken down, destroyed beauty type environments in there as well, which have got, vines and leaves and nature kind of reclaiming it itself over this architecture, which also looks incredible. And I mean, seriously, there's just so many beautiful little details, and I couldn't help but marvel at it all, but I also, as a persistent gamer, and somebody that plays all kinds of things, I really wanted to be able to interact with more things, and I wanted to be able to explore a little bit more of the environment. But that's really my chief quibble in terms of, you know, control and shooting and the character choices that you have and the cooperative design conceits of this experience. It is absolutely phenomenal, and it is just so much fun to play. I mean, it's one of those things where your muscle memory kicks in and you just know how to play this thing. You get lost in it. You spend hours in it, whether you're playing in the campaign mode or you're playing the new Horde 3.0 mode, which adds this fabricator sort of element in there and a whole new class system, which allows you to, you know, be an engineer or be a sniper or be a scout or be a heavy, you know, and then choose different card sort of abilities and power-ups and stuff like that. I bet there will be some in-game purchases for some extra doodads down the road with all kinds of boosts and things like that, or at least, you know, boosts that make you look cooler. But even, you know, out of the gate with what you get out of the box, I mean, Horde 3.0 mode, all of the different modes and verses are ridiculously fun and extremely challenging. And I haven't even really started to play this with the general population yet. This is just the lucky thousands out there that have been able to get early access right now. But I was getting slaughtered in verses. There's lots of different cool modes in here as well. Great maps. They've gone to 60 frames a second for multiplayer as well, so it just has that extra level of fluidity and gracefulness. This is stellar gameplay, man. This is AAA at its best, and I'm so impressed and so proud of the Coalition team. You know, they really had to deliver, and they did. This is a terrific game. If you have an Xbox One, especially if you bought that brand new Xbox One S, you need this puppy in your system. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.